Today we are here for an eviction suit. You, Barron's Branch, stated in your sworn complaint that the defendant defaulted in the terms of your lease by other violations, and you indicated criminal conduct. This is what this case is about. This is not about non-payment of rent or utilities or late fees. This case is a complaint filed by you, Barron's Branch, indicating that the defendant violated the terms of their lease by engaging in criminal conduct. That's why we're here today.
Yes.
So, what's going to happen first? You, Miss Goggins, or your assistant. Let me get your assistant. Can I get your name out?
Yes, Shanice, Shanice.
The hearing opens with a serious eviction case brought before the court. The judge clarifies that this is not about unpaid rent or late fees, but about alleged violations of the lease involving criminal conduct. The landlord claims the tenants breached their agreement through actions that go against community safety rules. The judge immediately sets the tone, making it clear that the focus of the case will be whether criminal behavior occurred and whether it justifies eviction. Both sides are reminded that this is a legal determination based on evidence, not emotion or assumptions.
Okay, Ms. Goggins, you and or your assistant will be able to speak first. It's going to be up to you to provide proof to me that the defendants, Ms. Tinsley and Mr. Lewis, violate the terms of the lease. As you stated in your petition, you did provide some supplemental documents to support your petition. However, it's still up to you to provide proof of your case.
Okay.
While you're speaking, the plaintiffs, Ms. Powell, Ms. Goggins.
Hey, his walker. His walker.
While you are speaking, the plaintiffs, I'm going to ask that you, the defendants, Ms. Tinsley and Mr. Lewis, refrain from interrupting them. I need to make sure I hear everything that they are saying against you, okay? This is to you, Ms. Lewis, Ms. Tinsley and Mr. Lewis. I need y'all to don't interrupt them, okay?
Yes, sir.
The judge explains the courtroom procedure in detail. The landlord and their representative will present their case first, and they must provide proof of the alleged lease violations. The tenants are instructed not to interrupt while the landlord speaks. After the plaintiff finishes, the tenants will then get a full opportunity to defend themselves. The judge emphasizes fairness, ensuring both sides will be heard equally. The core issue remains whether the lease was violated through criminal conduct.
Okay. Now, once you all are through, the plaintiff, presenting your case, I'll consider you to be at rest. And then you, the defendants, I will give you, Ms. Tinsley and Mr. Lewis, the opportunity to defend yourselves. It's going to be up to you to provide proof to me that you did not violate the terms of the lease by engaging in criminal conduct. While you're speaking, I'm going to ask that you, Ms. Scoggins and Ms. Powell, refrain from interrupting them. I need to make sure I hear everything that they're saying as well. I did receive several documents from you, Ms. Tinsley, related to your defense. You're going to get the opportunity to enlighten me and tell me a little bit more about the documents that you filed. Again, these documents that you filed, they need to be linked to the complaint, which is the complaint that you violated the lease by criminal.
The landlord's representative begins explaining the situation that led to the eviction case. She claims residents reported a violent altercation on the property involving teenagers connected to the tenant's household. The fight allegedly escalated beyond a simple disagreement, involving physical aggression and multiple individuals. According to her, the situation created fear among residents, especially because rumors of weapons were also circulating. This, she argues, is why eviction proceedings were initiated.
By engaging in criminal conduct. I saw that you submitted some emails and things like that that pertain to rent and late fees or even utilities. That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing to do. So I'm not going to really, I don't want to really hear anything about that. I want to hear facts or proof that you did not engage in criminal conduct. I did receive videos as well. And I'm not going to share those videos because we are live streamed and the whole world sees what we had, what's going on in these proceedings. So I am not going to allow those videos to be displayed within this hearing. However, if you can provide me a little more information, Ms. Goggins.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
The representative provides more detail about the incident, stating that 2 teenage girls were involved in the initial confrontation. However, she claims the situation escalated when a young man allegedly physically attacked another minor during the chaos. She describes the event as a mutual fight that quickly spiraled out of control, drawing in more people from both sides. This escalation, she says, created a dangerous environment for the entire community.
Okay. Whatever you're doing needs to stop.
No, I'm trying to park. I was at the gas station, so I'm trying to park in a parking spot so people can get into the gas pump. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me know when you're going. We're going to take a 5-minute recess till you get situated, because we're not going to have you driving.
No, I'm good. I'm in a parking spot now. We're good. I just had to get out of the gas pump. That's all.
As I stated just a second ago, videos will not be viewed during this hearing. I viewed them, both parties' videos. The only thing I need to know is whether or not someone did engage in criminal conduct, whether or not someone did not engage in criminal conduct. And
Yes, sir.
if all this applies to the lease. That's what I need to hear today. All right?
The court then shifts focus to the lease agreement itself. The landlord reads out sections of the lease that prohibit criminal conduct, violence, threatening behavior, and any actions that disturb the safety of other residents. The judge asks for specific clauses relevant to the case, narrowing the discussion to only applicable violations. The landlord argues that the reported incident directly breaches these terms, especially those related to assault and unsafe behavior on the property.
Okay.
Okay. That being said, Ms. Scoggins, you can proceed with the case against the defendant.
Yes, sir. So this case was brought to my attention by residents in the area. There was a fight that happened on property with Miss Tinsley's daughter's friend and another resident and her daughter. During this fight, there was a situation. It was a mutual combat with the girls. However, during this altercation, one of Tinsley's older children slammed the young boy that was in that video to the ground. But also, then after that first altercation, it was several days of going back and forth with other residents in fear of their safety, because guns were being talked about, guns were being thrown around.
During the hearing, confusion arises regarding one of the individuals named in the paperwork. It becomes clear that one person mentioned is not actually on the lease agreement. The judge quickly addresses the issue and confirms that this individual will be removed from the case. The courtroom briefly lightens as the mistaken defendant is dismissed, and the focus returns to the remaining tenants who are officially part of the lease.
There was just so much criminal activity going on that all of their neighbors over there are scared for their children, for their homes, for their safety. And that's why we proceeded with this eviction. Yes. Yes, the defendant's daughter's friend. Her name was Sage. So the 2 girls in the video was Sage, and then the other party's daughter
was Melody.
So Sage, which is the defendant's daughter's friend, and who his name was Sage, got into a physical altercation with another tenant's daughter.
Correct.
And you said afterwards the tenant's son actually was engaged in criminal conduct by slamming another young man. And that is that Mr. Lewis, the one you have here?
The landlord provides further explanation of the key incident, claiming that one teenager physically assaulted another by slamming them to the ground. She states the victim is around 14 years old, while the alleged attacker is believed to be over 18. However, she admits she cannot fully confirm identities and is relying on resident reports and video evidence. Police were reportedly called, but no formal charges have yet been filed as the investigation is still ongoing.
That
No.
I'm not sure. I don't
Okay.
remember which son was in the video because I don't know face to names. So
Okay.
all I was instructed by everyone that was out there of the terms of the event. So from my understanding, there was already a situation with the two girls. It was a sexual assault situation. The mom went up to Miss Tinsley and asked her to remove Sage from the property because her daughter just got out of a mental institution because of everything that had happened to her daughter. Tinsley got Sage off of property, and within 30 to 45 minutes, they had all came back, all had pretty much in the way that we look at it is they were ready to fight. Videos were already out. People were already there. Like there was more people there than what should have been there for just a...
The judge questions the evidence presented, especially videos mentioned by both sides. The landlord confirms that recordings exist but explains they were not fully shown due to the public nature of the hearing. She claims the videos suggest encouragement of the fight by the tenant, though she admits she only received partial footage. The judge makes it clear that the case must rely on verified facts rather than incomplete or unclear video evidence.
Teenager fight. Like, it's one thing to have teenagers, fist fighting or something like that. That's their business. But at the same time, it's unacceptable.
You mentioned a portion of the lease that they violated. Could I get you to read that portion of the lease that they violated, section 11?
Just 1 second.
Oh, your assistant can do it. She's here. She's at the
Denise.
office.
Can you pull up her lease? It's section 11.1, and then that the crime-free addendum that was signed at move-in.
All right, section 11.1, prohibited conduct. You, your occupants, and your guests will not engage in certain prohibited conduct, including the following activities: criminal conduct, manufacturing, delivering, or possessing a controlled substance or drug.
The discussion shifts to whether the incident qualifies as mutual combat or criminal activity. The landlord argues that part of the fight may have been mutual between teenagers, but insists that the alleged assault on a minor changes the severity of the case. She explains that law enforcement is still investigating and that no official charges have been confirmed. The judge carefully notes the distinction between ongoing investigations and proven violations.
Paraphernalia, engaging in or threatening violence, possessing a weapon prohibited by state law, discharging a firearm in the apartment community or except when allowed by law, displaying or possessing a gun, knife, or other weapon in the common area or in a way that may alarm others. B, behaving in a loud, obnoxious, or dangerous manner. C, disturbing or threatening the rights, comfort, health, safety, or convenience of others, including us, our agents, or our representative. D, disrupting our business operations. E, storing anything in closets containing water heaters or gas appliances. F, tampering with utilities or telecommunication equipment. You want me to read all of them?
The final discussion centers on how the eviction notice was delivered. The landlord states it was posted on the property and also sent via email, as per the lease agreement's electronic communication terms. She confirms she is not comfortable entering the unit, so the notice was placed outside the door. The judge asks for confirmation that the tenants received it, and the landlord believes they were informed through multiple channels. The hearing continues with questions about proper documentation and lease procedure compliance.